what I want you to think about are what are the things that are gonna have a lot of impact on A, student engagement, and B, your ability to be career and college ready when you leave
Oh, I
here.
thought we were just doing what would be easy, what would be hard.
Well, I want you to think about it in terms of what we're trying to do here, what school is all about, so I want.
I think that we should just organize them, like if you see one, just put it in the spot without discussing it, and then once we have everything organized, we can
We can talk about it?
yeah, go through
Okay.
them all and switch it if we need to.
Down here, you're gonna have the opposite, so if this
Low
is high
impact.
impact easy, this is gonna be low impact.
This would make a big
I'm
difference.
kind of playing around with it.
But it would be very difficult.
I think that the more flexible due dates goes along really well with the get rid of quarters or maybe end any endpoints. I know that teachers now, like I know that Miss Ulrich just barely decided like a week ago that any like Common Core essays or any like major essays aren't gonna have
Like they're gonna have
Due
due
dates?
dates, but they're like, if you get it in after the due date, she's only grading it on.
she
like,
she won't
if
take
you
points
meet
off.
the standards, like she's not gonna take points off if you don't get
And
it
that, do you think that makes a big
Yeah,
impact on
because like
Yes.
you're focusing more on quality versus like here I gotta get it done
And I think
by
there's a
this
lot of
time.
students who aren't able to do it done by the due date, and then once it's past the late point, they're just whatever, they give up with it.
Okay,
I think the 100% scale, like the changing, like the how like the grading actually works is kind of easy because it's numbers, like it's
Okay.
number
Yeah,
based.
I feel like that
We
might
had
be
freshman
on the
year, didn't we?
hard side though, just because the 100-point scale isn't like an Enosburg thing, it's like a United States thing.
But I think like if we're changing it just for Enosburg, like we're not changing
But
it
then-
nationwide.
But then how would you translate that to different colleges, or if a kid has to transfer, or if a kid's moving into here?
Well, you could do it for school though, but
I feel
as people used to understand it, you just have to convert it.
Other schools see that.
So are we working on making all the students equal, or are we working on improving all students?
okay, I think Esperance brings up a good point that we weren't talking about necessarily time, but also like the personal part of it. Like being able to, and that might go along with, where's pace? There was a one about pace there.
Pace.
Do you think that one, is that what you're talking about?
Hold on.
Like where you can work at your own pace, kind of? Move ahead when you're ready to move ahead?
Yeah.
Yeah, so maybe we should put that one, so let's talk about that one. Do you think that's easy or
So
hard?
what, you would just
I don't know.
you would
Oh, a
just
system for being able to
like,
learn at your own pace.
at the end of the year you just decide
this
if you
one?
can go up a grade or not?
With
Is that
No.
what that means,
Well,
or-
so that there would be a little
It
more
goes with these
flexibility, like if you were ready to,
I don't think it goes.
so the class wouldn't move necessarily all
They're all kind of
together, but maybe at different rates.
I think it may be a little harder for the teacher, but
Oh, like studying
Yeah.
the
for tests,
students,
having
it
more
would help
time.
the students a lot more.
Okay, would you put it in high impact hard?
I think it would be high impact. I think that, yeah.
Okay, so
I
let's
don't know
put,
if it's hard or easy.
I think
I
Bree's
think it'd
right,
be
it's
hard.
pretty tough for the
Well,
teachers.
A lot of classes have like different people helping out with them anyway. So if there was like a minimum of 2 teachers who could possibly help the different, types of people
But
who are moving slow.
sorry, the
And-
thing with that is though is you have like the paraeducators and stuff is what you're talking about,
Yes.
and they help, but only to a certain degree because there are some who aren't really aware either of what's happening. So
Yeah, they're not there for
Just-
planning,
yeah,
they're not
they're not there
necessarily
to teach.
highly educated,
They're
yeah.
just there to be another.
They're there to
help me.
help the
Manage the
teacher
crazies?
manage the classroom, and then if there are kids who need extra assistance.
So let's put those things in high impact, but a little bit difficult.
Okay.
So moving at your own pace.
Now, just the way that class, well, that
How he's wanting us to
Yeah.
take action ourselves and choose what we want to do.
You don't like that?
Not necessarily. There's too many choices. I'd rather him just tell me what to do and then
what I need to do.
But I feel like that's what we're so used to,
Yeah.
and this is kind of why we're making this change. So we're not used to being, it's a very strong term pushed around by teachers and having them tell us what to do, and gives us like the freedom to learn what we want to learn.
And it's also like
And then-
geared towards our interests
Yeah.
too.
And I think that
And you get to decide what you
I definitely would not like it at all. Like I really just like people telling me what I need to be doing, and like so I can just make sure that I'm doing what's needed. But I think that if we are pushed more to work ourselves as students, then once we graduate, it would be, I think it would help us later on in life more.
Or like you guys said, it would be like benefit learning about what you're interested in, but with what we're doing in his class, it's more, here's the certain people you can pick from and go with that. I think that's why I don't like it.
So do you think you'd like it if it was way more open, like you could
Maybe.
learn about anything you want?
Yeah.
As long as it's somewhat
As long as it's,
related
like,
to the
Yeah.
class that you're taking,
Yeah,
you're
like
not
as long as like you're.
you're not like
It's within what you need to learn.
I don't want to
English
like set
class,
us like
learning
common
about
core, but like
biology.
with this like new common core, as long as it like meets the standards and you're learning something, I feel like that's the way we should go. Kind of like with
I think-
English, like she's like
Yeah.
giving us papers and like she's grading them off based if it meets the standards.
I think that a big question to ask is, are we taking these classes in order to learn specific information, or are we taking these classes in order to gain skill sets? Like, are we taking history so that we, in the future, we will make better decisions about our own history, or are we taking history so that we can learn about Columbus or somebody?
I feel like currently I'm taking history just so I can pass high school.
Yeah, that's like a big.
I felt like more of a leader rather than a follower in his class because of the way that the whole everything was set up.
More emphasis on real life experiences and credit for that, and like I feel like that
There's one
is
about
something that
Was
should
that
be.
in low impact?
Yeah, it was in low
Do you
impact.
think it should be in high impact?
I think it should be in high impact and kind of hard because
Kinda hard.
it's like restructuring like how classes work and stuff.
Okay, put it over there. I think it also would, it sort of sets a tone, you know, like, more like a college campus where people are free to move about. It's a little
Oh,
more
yeah.
individual.
outside
I don't know.
Very nice now.
Like an
I would
atmosphere,
love-
kind of like an atmosphere thing.
Yeah.
It'd be a lot better considering we have a whole park right next to us.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like
And
also
we aren't
too.
allowed to go to it.
Nope.
Yeah.
That's true.
I never thought about that.
And we have a coffee shop, and we got a lunch place. We have 2 lunch places. We got a place for ice cream, and we can't access any of it.
Erickson is because he doesn't give us lectures in class and like if
I
he
do
does
like the
give,
backwards classroom a lot,
Yeah, if he does give us homework, like it's like a video and we watch the video
and take notes on it.
and take
And then
notes
do
at
your
home
stuff.
and then
Wait,
you
what
do your
is
stuff.
backwards classwork?
Okay, so what he does is, you
Or
know how
classroom.
like teachers will like teach you in classroom and then they send you home with homework?
Yeah.
Instead, what he does is he emails a video to everybody in the class, and then it's just a video of him, and he has like a PowerPoint, and
He's
he's just
teaching
teaching
you
you,
the material.
and then you're supposed to take notes on it. And then when you have to have it by the next class,
Interesting.
and then so when you go in the next class, you kind of know what's going on, and he can explain it to you more while you're doing the worksheet and stuff.
Oh, that sounds a lot.
It's
Yeah.
fantastic. You can pause it and just do your own
Yeah,
thing.
you can
It's a
pause
good
it.
time.
It takes as much time or as little time as you need.
That
What is
sounds
this
like it
NCLB?
would help a lot.
It's called a flipped classroom.
Yeah.
I like that.
Well,
People
why
should
don't-
do that more.
It's
We do
nice.
that.
What is this NCLB?
No
No
Child
Child
Left
Left
Behind.
Oh yeah.
I like what you just said about how maybe like having a video that you watch over break and then that's it. So you're still like refreshed and you still kind of remember
Because you
what's
can
going
watch
on.
a video however many times you
But
want.
I do agree that doing essays and having papers to write over break when it's supposed to be as much of a physical break as it is a mental break is
Cognitive breakdowns.
yeah.
So let's